Okay, time for some more brainstorming. Um, I have my page pulled up here. I'm using Facebook as my page just to try to cut down on sensitive information. I haven't found a great way to blur out names using simple editing software. So pretty much anything you see from this page is public on Facebook. So I don't think there's going to be any privacy issues here. All right, so I've got my handy dandy Trello board here. It's empty right now, but I'm going to be adding stuff there. And right now I'm just thinking about where to start. I want y'all to be able to see this entire process because sometimes the hardest part is just getting started and not knowing what to do. And I do have a lot of experience in doing this type of stuff in other businesses and even in this business in the past, but right now I'm really starting from scratch. So let's see. One thing that I want to really think about here is making sure that everything I do is completely optimized for running ads. Because if you're running ads, you're paying money to send traffic, and if the traffic doesn't convert, then you're wasting money. So convert to sales is what I'm talking about. So in other words, if I'm spending money to try to get a new customer, I want to make sure that whatever this ad sends the customer to, or the potential customer to, is absolutely optimized to make sure that they become a paying customer. So that's something I definitely want to think about. Let's go ahead and pull up my website as well. So one of the things that I'm going to think about here is how my website looks. Now the good thing is my Facebook and my website are pretty well in sync as far as branding goes. It's pretty cohesive. That's really good. One problem is, as you can see right here, the last time I actually updated my blog was 11/19/13, over a year ago. And my blog is on the main page of my website. By the way, this is not something that I recommend, not something that I'm proud of. I have really dropped the ball on blogging in the past year. I've done a pretty good job of keeping everything up on Facebook, and that's why I've kind of justified not blogging, because I do update pretty much everything on Facebook. And so I don't feel like I've completely dropped the ball and left my clients feeling like they're not special, but at the same time, SEO has been a big part of my strategy in the past, and by dropping the ball on the blog, I'm dropping a lot of my ranking on SEO, and that's not something that I want going forward. So one of the other things though to think about here is that if someone comes, because I have my date displayed here, if someone comes to my website and they see that the last time I updated my website was over a year ago, they're going to wonder if I'm still in business. Now, of course, my Facebook page is prevalently linked in multiple places here, so they should be able to see fairly easily that I am still active, because I at least do update that. But I would really rather than be able to see that immediately by coming to this page. Now, there's some options here. One of the things I could do is to remove the date completely. That would be an easy option, at least to start. Even so, looking at the season, people are going to be able to tell whether or not it's been updated recently. So something that might be a good idea, just to make sure that this is fully optimized, is to go ahead and post a few recent sessions and weddings. So I'm probably going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to add that to my list right now. So I'm going to make a to-do board here. post new sessions on blog. All right, so that's going to be on my to-do list. Okay, so another thing that I want to look at here is my contact form, because that contact form, as I have already talked about in the previous brainstorming video, is something that needs to be, it's a key part of my funnel. And I'm really not happy with this contact form, honestly. This is the C-Forms contact form by Delicious Days. And I can't remember why I used this one instead of like contact form 7 or whatever the current one is, or some other. I know I intentionally went away from the built-in ProPhoto form because it was not working on some devices. Now this is only ProPhoto 4. I need to upgrade to 5 to get some more of the responsive features, which actually, you know what, that could be huge, because whenever I start running ads, sometimes more than 50% of your traffic comes from mobile use. In fact, I don't know what the percentage is right now, but I think a majority of Facebook use right now is on mobile. And so if my site isn't optimized for mobile, that could be a huge problem. So let's go ahead and put that on my to-do list. Update ProPhoto and make sure site is responsive. And if you don't know what responsive is, that just means that it adapts to every different type of device. It's kind of a new way of saying mobile friendly, but it's not just mobile, it's every device. Okie dokie. Also, there's a lot of text here. I'm wondering, I mean, this just isn't optimized at all. So I'm just going to actually add a whole list item of, let's just even make it its own thing. Contact form. Okay, so there's several things that I may end up doing to the contact form. I may change the number of questions that I ask, or add some things to it. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do that, but for right now, I'm just brainstorming, and so I do want to update this. There's a whole different contact form service that I found recently that I really liked. I don't know the name of it off the top of my head. I have it saved somewhere. I may look into that. Also, something that's really important, if I end up filling this out, let's just fill it out with some random information. And I click submit, what happens? Thanks for emailing us. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, this is pretty pathetic. What I really want to happen here is whenever they have completed this form and clicked submit, which, by the way, that is the #1 call to action on this page, is to submit the form. But once they've submitted the form, there's no reason for me to completely lose their attention. What I want to happen is to then be redirected to a custom thank you page. And then I want that thank you page to have a new call to action, and make sure that I keep their attention, wow them a little bit more, maybe give them something special, something personal, and really kind of close the deal before they even hear back from me. So let's put that on here. Custom thank you page. Seal the deal. And that thank you page can have its own call to action. It could be, hey, make sure you like us on Facebook. Although in this case, most people are going to be finding this from Facebook. It may be, I don't know. I'll have to think about what the call to action is going to be on that page, but it may be to watch a video. I may make a personalized video that says, hey, I'm so excited that you just filled out this form and I can't wait to talk to you more about your wedding. Usually it takes me about 2 or 3 days to get back to you, but blah, 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 blah. And what I can do there is make sure to tell them that it's going to take a while for me to get back so they're not waiting. And then if I can exceed their expectations and respond even faster, it's something that where I can under promise and over deliver. So definitely important there. Daughter just woke up. My daughter's not a bear, but that's her nickname. And let's see. What else do I need to do to this page? And the truth is, I may not be sending people to this contact page directly. I may be sending them, I'm almost positively going to be sending them to some sort of landing page. And the landing page may send them to the contact page, or it may have a contact page built in, or both. I'm not exactly sure yet, but I'll think about that some. Let's see, anything else in particular that needs to be updated here? Pricing page is a really hot page that people are going to always click on when they come to your website. It's usually the number 2 most popular page right after the home page. So I have all the current information here. I may, if I'm doing any kind of special, I may make sure to add that on this page and also update the form here. So I'm going to go ahead and add that to my list. Update pricing page. Clear call to action, which will be contact form. Okay. So all of these things are just little things that I'm going to do to make sure that things are optimized before I even get started. You may have to do more than this. You may have to do less than this. It all depends on your own situation with your website. This really just goes to show how important it is to make sure that you have a good website. Mine needs quite a bit of updating right now, but I still think that it's not as bad as it could be, and it has some of the key elements in it. So let's see. What else do I need to brainstorm about right this minute? I probably need some sort of posting strategy over the time that I'm going to be running the ads. Especially if I'm running a page promotion ad, because whenever someone first likes your page, Facebook is going to basically give you the benefit of the doubt and assume that they meant to like your page because they really wanted to see your updates. And so what's going to happen is during that initial period, right after someone likes your page, they are most likely to see your content the next thing that you post. And then Facebook's going to judge whether to show them more based on if they interact with that content. And interaction doesn't have to be a like, a share, or a comment. It could be as simple as slowing down on their news feed. So like if you're scrolling through your news feed like this and you see a picture and you stop on it like this, Facebook knows. Facebook tracks you way more than you think, and it knows exactly how you act on Facebook. So if you stop on it, mouse over it, all these types of things, Facebook knows that you're interested in it. If you click it, that's definitely, just even maximizing the picture to see it will definitely make it more likely for them to give you another chance show them more content. And I'm saying all this because what happens is, let's say I'm running a page like page promotion for likes, and I get 50 new likes or 100 new likes, and I don't post anything for the whole week after that. Well, let's say that person also liked 10 other pages, and during that time those other pages are posting things, and that person's able to interact with that stuff but not mine, and then I post something 10 days later. By that time, Facebook's going to pretty much say, well, it's already been a while since they liked this page, and they probably aren't going to be that interested in the content anymore, so we might not show it to them at all. So essentially, you're wasting money if you're not having a consistent posting schedule during the time that you're running ads. So let's do... So I need to come up with posting schedule. And my posting schedule will probably be, especially since it's near the end of the year, I'm probably going to do something like my favorite pictures of the year. And I'll probably scatter in whatever promotion I'm running in organic posts as well as ads. Now, I know supposedly in January they're going to be filtering out promotions, but I'm not exactly sure what type of language is going to trigger that. And I think that even so, if I can run a promotion that people are genuinely interested in, it's still going to get showed to the people that need to see it. So I'll think about how I'm going to post that some more later. So I need to come up with my posting schedule. Let's see, what else needs to be done? I've already got this call to action button set up here, which some of you might not have that yet. But this Contact Us page takes you directly to the contact on my website. Depending on what type of promotion I do, I may even change this. We'll see. I think for right now, that's going to be a good starting place. So I'm going to start working on these things. And then once I get done with those, I'll come back to what else needs to be done for the ads.